Mike Burgess, hello, welcome.
Hello, I'm here to be engaged.
Engage.
Engaged here with
Engage.
with with our double colored hairs and eyes.
Yeah, Alir, the toothpaste hero.
Toothpaste hero brought to you by Colgate. Here comes the little fella. Look, the little person was coming up.
Oh yeah, this is my little guy. Look at this. Look, I put
Look at him.
sunglasses on him as well.
Oh, that's pretty good. I love
Look
that.
very cool. Uh,
Hell yeah.
they say he's like a guardian spirit of the shrine, but now he's just.
Okay. He's just a cool. He's just like a cool. Yeah, he's like a cool little cat
Uh,
dog thing.
he
Whatever it
barks,
is.
so I assume he's a dog of some.
Okay. Cool. I'm into that.
They're also regular dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Fire Emblem. Hello, Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem Engage, right?
Engage. Yeah, so
Engage.
I had been kind of putting off playing this, A, because of Destiny, but also B, because I was just not super into Three Houses, and I know a lot of people like that
Right.
game. Not saying that game's bad, I just not what I wanted out of Fire Emblem. Turns out, this
Gotcha.
is exactly what I wanted out of
Nice. Okay.
it. And I'm really, really enjoying it. I'm still pretty early on, but let's go do some Fire Emblems.
Let's Fire Emblem it up. Let's engage
Engage.
in some Fire Emblem.
And so we got, if you've played Fire Emblem Awakening, which is my favorite, world map is very familiar. You can, like, in that game, you could backtrack to, that might, at some point here as well. In Rome, or I'll visit all these magical
Nice.
places someday.
Yeah, you can go to that. You can go to that fiery place and the cave. You got all the classics, the ice and the fire and the
Raz.
mountains. Got it.
Yep.
Beach
Beach
desert.
Desert, of course, the
Of course.
classic.
Yeah.
Craggy Rocks as
My Fire Emblem was always my favorite Mario game.
well. Love Dry Desert and Fire Emblem. So good. I also like this little touch of, like, when you go across the water.
Yeah, go across the water. Yeah, that's a fun touch.
So I unlocked my first paralogue, which
Okay.
classic Fire Emblem things. They're like side quest mini chapters. So
Got it.
let's jump into this. We can kind of explain some of the unique as we.
Okay, cool.
There's actually a lot going on. First and most importantly, they and I haven't done this yet.
Pills ought to clear up the problem. Let me know if the pain persists, okay? And you're looking chipper today. I told you that cold would be gone before you know it.
Father, isn't it time you took a break? Look, I made you some tea.
Thank you.
Anime.
You didn't.
If you
Yep,
are unfamiliar with Fire
The
Emblem,
anime is turned on.
anime engaged.
Those glasses are. I'm not sure how those glasses are staying on that kid's head, but hey.
Doctor, you have to help us.
I've seen glasses.
Attack and people are getting hurt.
Oh, evil.
What the devil are
I-
these beasts?
They, you know, there's a lot of problems with this game's writing. Let's say,
Okay, okay.
but a lot of it is like there are bad guys now. You know,
Yep. Oh, bad guy showed up. We need to fight him. Engage.
I will say, like,
But how can I? I have to do my
to the
part.
credit of Three Houses, they try to do something kind of interesting with the story. There was, you know, depth there. There was some level of, like, oh, I can kind of see both sides of this.
Right.
Fire Emblem doesn't really do that normally. So this game is not necessarily shooting for the stars.
Right. It's maybe going back to. It's maybe bringing it back down to just like, hey, you're at war with some bad dudes.
Yeah, like I like
That's kind of where it is.
yeah, and I like Fire Emblem Awakening a lot because of some of the premise conceits of that game,
Let's save those
travel and stuff.
Right.
Still wouldn't necessarily call it
Get
a
to safety.
good story.
You don't have to tell us why.
Just that it works for what it's trying to do, and I'd say
Sure.
the same here.
Everything in our power to save as many of them as we can.
it's serving you to get to the actual Fire Emblemming of doing tactic stuff.
Yeah, and while Three Houses certainly did some interesting stuff, you know, I don't think it succeeded in all of those things, and I think that there is a charm that is lost in that, and this does bring it back. It's wholesome. You're the good guys. You're just trying to stop the bad guys. It's very anime. You know, look at all these.
Yeah, these are very very anime. Yep, look at that guy. He's like,
Yeah.
I probably got a big axe. I'm ready to fight.
And I eat that shit up, you know.
That one. Which one of these anime ladies turns into a dragon? Do you have any of those ladies yet or no?
Straight up, it's who you play. So
perfect.
got you covered, dude.
Yep, I knew it.
And it's not like a thing I can do right now.
Oh yeah, see, you're a dragon child.
Yeah, dragon child. You're premise of the game, right? You are the divine dragon. Been asleep, of course. You've been asleep for 1,000 years. Wake up and stop me if you heard this. Forgetting everything from your past life.
No.
Your mom is the divine dragon before you, and she's been waiting for you to wake up for 1,000 years. As soon as you wake up, somebody kills her. Fucked up, I know. But, you know, it's the world we live in, and that's kind of like, here we are. We're off to the races.
Yeah.
This is Chloe, who is also, again, Chloe, not Chloe. If you take note of accent.
Just very distinct.
She's also the most beautiful character I've ever. So, you know, mark that one down for everybody. Also, Saline.
Can you use? Okay.
Another one of these fancy A characters. And you'll see that over here, Alir, the main character, Alfred, and Saline, they both have an emblem.
An emblem.
Right, and
imagine these emblems are familiar characters to the history of Fire Emblem, as it were.
yeah,
So I recognize some of those names, but not fully, even as somebody who's not really played Fire Emblem at all.
yeah. Let's just jump into it, and we got to get to them where they all.
I'm here to help. If we split up, we can treat everyone.
John, I thought I told you to run then.
I can't stay hidden away when there are so many who need my help. After all, Father, am I not your son? You taught me that a dog.
Your son?
I'm not your son.
My lessons have sunk in, I see.
If you see, on a. Yeah.
Oh.
Class. Okay. I figure I have my characters all set up in a pretty good spot. I figure good to kind of jump into some. So let's go off some of the
For the divine dragon.
Got it.
Don't know how much use of
Sure this house doesn't go down. Okay. So and you can see on these 3 units that have the emblem rings, what they're called. They have their meter charged up. That lets them engage, which is essentially, hey, let's magical girl transformation. Let's just do it with Celica here from Fire Emblem Echoes.
Please grant me your strength.
Boom, I'm now a magical girl. So when you engage, you get access to a special attack. For Celica, who's a caster, who I've paired with Saline, who's another caster, called Warp Ray. So I can essentially warp anywhere, any space that is within attacking distance of another. Really cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And not only can I do that, I'm gonna come in with a really strong attack. So you can see I'm use Ragnarok attack, and it'll play like a special.
Let's see it.
Warp in, and then just fucking
And just smoke that nerd.
absolutely dunked on, and that's great. And I really like this stuff because it really changes like what the limitations of what you can do. And another thing that they've added is this whole
I'll do my best.
and you can like quick engage. is this like break mechanic. So you can see the weapon triangle is back. I mentioned it earlier. This guy has an axe. If I were to attack him with what axes are weak to, swords, it would break his stance so he can't counterattack. Which makes it like good to like farm experience for your units like that. Which has always been a problem. Fire Emblem games.
Right.
So not only did they bring the weapon wheel back, which I wanted them to, but they've also added that level to a little bit easy some way with it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna save my other.
Let's go. Let me at him.
But like each engage has like different modifiers and stuff too, like from wearing the ring and then leveling up your bond with the spirit in the ring, and then learn skills from those spirits. Lance now didn't counterattack in that, which is a bummer.
Mm-hmm.
And otherwise, just
Some good old tactics. So basically, the characters in this world are aware that like these are like other Fire Emblem characters. So are these like characters from like their history, or are they like characters from like another, considered like characters from another world?
they're
Like
considered.
how do they describe like like that conceit of like their, I mean obviously they're doing it for like fan service reasons, bring back popular Fire Emblem characters, but like how do they like make like prove or like make that make sense in the game, I guess.
It seems so like the emblem rings are a big part of it, right? There are 12 emblem rings. You need all 12 of them to hold or something.
Of course.
I'm not super
Yeah.
clear on the details.
Yeah. Engage.
They are considered
oh,
here.
okay.
Yeah, that guy's on a horse. He's first one.
Mm.
His attack is override. Lets me through and pop out on the other side. Which is super cool. Again, another kind of just totally different tactical thing that will let me maneuver around the field. So yeah, they consider them from another world. There's 12. They were given to the kingdoms after the war with the Fell Dragon. The Fell Dragon is like certainly in Fire Emblem.
The
games.
Fire Emblem games.
The Divine Dragon and the Fell Dragon.
To help you.
There's very frequently dragons, and usually like the Fire Emblem itself, like the MacGuffin of it all, is like some kind of shield or crest that has emblems in it that are distributed to the countries around the world as something. So
Right.
I would guess that there's still some level of mystery. 12 emblem rings and the spirits in them. I would bet that maybe the Fire Emblem happened, similarly. But there might be like secret rings. I think DLC rings. If you want to have Fire Emblem.
Yeah, I know they've already like have like a bunch of DLC for this to like sell like you more characters and whatnot, but
Yeah, if you want to have
it makes
Edelgard
sense.
from Three Houses as the emblem, and yeah, you can buy that.
Yeah, you can buy it.
Phantom, that's right. Yes.
Oh, that's good. Well, dude, that's his engage form. He has like the crazy
Yeah.
things. Okay.
Weird like whirling.
Yeah,
Got
it's
it.
big. Yeah, it's like big techs
I think that's because
looking things.
Sigurd, who he's engaged persons things
Gotcha.
And you can see like, you can just yeah, I don't know where they're going.
Yeah, that's. I feel like the sentiment I've seen, at least, has been like this one is maybe not as story. You're not really here as much for the story stuff per se, but it seems like it's more it's going more back to the some of the classic Fire Emblem stuff that was maybe missing from the last game.
Yeah, and I don't if I remember correctly, in Three Houses they had brought back weapon durability and they had like retired it in another game. They've retired
Sure.
it again, so like weapons don't degrade as you. There's still special items that will degrade as used, healing staffs and stuff like that.
Right, gotcha.
But for the most part, you don't really have to worry about weapon durability, which is nice. Helps streamline
Mhm.
it. And it also kind of takes that fear of like, I don't want to put like a good thing, crappy units or whatever.
Right, yeah, and I know, and I would imagine like the usual other Fire Emblem thing of like you can do like a you can do like a permadeath mode for your characters, or you can do like a non-permadeath thing.
Yeah,
It's
which
probably still here
yeah,
too, right?
classic and casual. Which at this point I've just resigned myself to pick. Anyway, I might as well
Right.
just not put myself through it.
Yeah, just skip the steps, yeah.
And they have like a little rewind. You do it.
Right, gotcha.
Okay.
He's healing me, and I haven't even talked to him yet. So no.
Yeah, look at that kid.
Okay.
Here goes. It's not safe here. You should be running. I can't. I'm the local doctor's son. I won't leave until I've helped the injured. You've got a lot of heart.
The local doctor's son. Who describes them?
Join forces and save those
Yeah, local doctor's son. Yeah. Oh, he joined you.
Let's hear it.
Got a healer.
Yes, which is good. Not bring my.
That feels way better.
But I'll say like the good voice acting cast for different voice in the anime game
Right.
is really nice, honestly.
Yeah.
Push.
Classic hide in the bush.
Bush tactics. Don't knock it. Burns. But bow people take assist. You attack them on the adjacent tile, you can only attack. Loe, obviously, the best character. But yeah, I've as someone who enjoys old Fire Emblem, which
Mhm.
this is very much. I like the cheese fest story. I like they're having fun with it. Everybody's the good guys and the bad guys and fighting like resurrected zombie guys. Basically, I don't mind all that stuff. I know it's gonna probably bum some people out.
Yeah.
But I think the story is like
Yeah, it's pretty traditional,
yeah,
all things considered. Which like this is maybe not just the this game per se, but just I think where like I think the Nintendo Switch at large kind of feels like right now, where like we are kind of in the all these franchises have had multiple releases on the Switch, and they just kind of are now like
There's not much I
doing the kind of blanking on like specific term I was thinking of here. But basically,
iterations.
Yeah, we've kind of we've hit the max peaks of these, so now we're just gonna we still can do these before we move on to maybe our next actual proper console. So now we're kind of just reining it in a little bit of like, here's a Fire Emblem that people know Fire Emblem for. We got Splatoon recently when like it was pretty much what you know from Splatoon, and you know, it feels like we're just kind of in that territory of like, we're about to get a sequel to, Zelda, and obviously that's a big deal, but also at the same time it is like a sequel. It is not a massively new thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, but at the same time though, it's like not necessarily always a bad thing, right? Like it seems like it's here for the Fire Emblem people who want a Fire Emblem thing, and it's it's doing familiar things, but it's sometimes it's totally okay to just do things that are good.
Yeah.
What the franchise is known for.
Or hitting the classics, and it's always like, I feel like a stand-by Nintendo move. Like they've certainly done this in the past, and it's get upset about.
Right.
And I again, like, there has not been a Fire Emblem game for a while. That Echoes was its own thing, and remake and doing some cool stuff that was totally different, and Fates was like a mess. And you could argue Three Houses. But I like them going back, weapon triangle and like things that were staples of the series. I feel about Three Houses.
Yeah.
So I get both sides. But what you're saying is this is the judgment. Fire Emblem. And you're not wrong.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. We've gotten down the line, and like they're just making it a solid another one of these because they're biding their times until they can start making things for a new gen. And that's just how it's got to be sometimes. It takes a while to make video games, and this seems bad or anything, but it just seems like it is more of what people would want from Fire Emblem.
Totally. And I will say, like, it visually looks a lot better than. I know it might not come across on Discord.
Stage clear.
The goat.
Chloe, the MVP.
I'm curious because like paralogs are usually where you get new characters. I wonder. Doctor.
The doctor's son. The local doctor's son.
Yeah, the local doctor's son, which is how I describe myself.
Yep, it's very, very important around these parts.
Oh, he has a mom as well.
Yeah.
Thank you for saving of it. We saved it together. You did well today, Jean. Oh, I introduced myself to you, but I never asked your name, did I? Well, there was a lot going on. I'm the Divine Dragon. The Divine Dragon?
Everybody knows.
Oh.
Oh, please forgive my rudeness. Don't mention it.
I like it. You've been asleep for 1,000 years. Everyone's like, "Dear God."
Wait, yeah, you're just here.
I've been on a journey to defeat the Fell Dragon, and the whole world? Wow. My dream has always been to become a doctor so I can save people, and that hasn't changed. But with monsters,
I mean,
Yeah, I'm not gonna be a local doctor's son anymore. But I still have to figure out how to wear these glasses properly.
I like how they're just like his dad. But they're
Yeah.
Not if what he did during that battle is anything. If Sean wants to come, I don't mind.
I'll take a 10-year-old.
I understand why you'd be worried.
If Pokemon
Yeah.
can do it, I can.
Yeah, I'll just take your son. It's fine.
Ask that you take good care of my boy.
What? You're actually allowing him to go?
Amazing.
Father, I told you, you don't need to worry about me. In fact, when I do return, I'll be a first-rate doctor. You'll see.
How quickly they grow up. Of course, Sean. Be a good
I'll be
boy.
the first-rate local doctor's son.
I just love his like Oliver Twist accent.
It really is.
I have a hunch that I'll be leaning on you a lot in the days.
Is this gonna be like a what was the kid from the other one? Was it Donnie or Donald or
Donald, yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna like be like a weak kid, but then you're gonna level him up and he'll be like super strong.
I don't know. So I think they added this, which I think is cool. Like they let you like walk around the map.
Oh yeah, look at this. Yeah, you're actually in the you're in the little you're in the zone now. That's kind
Yeah,
of cool.
so it is that exact map, but you're like, I
Yeah.
talk
That's
to
kinda cool.
people.
Well,
She's got so much hair.
yeah, just her whole outfit. It's like very funny. Just you next to her, and then next to like this generic lady
Yeah,
picking apples.
then,
Who's
like,
like,
I'm
or
old.
this guy. Yeah, I'm just an old NPC man. I'm totally normal. And it's like the most like
This elegant princess.
yeah, elaborately dressed anime lady.
But that's a
The
good
crown and
good thing to bring up though, because in Three Houses, again, not to just dunk on Three Houses the whole time, but it did not work for me. But all the kids are wearing their school uniform. They all just look the same.
Yes.
Right.
And you lose. Not only did they lose like their class identity because you make them whatever class you wanted, but they lose that like character design look. Obviously, they get some outfits in the future arc after time jumping. But in this, everybody just wild outfits, and they actually have like casual wear as well that we'll see once we go back to base. That's all unique to each character, which I really like.
yeah.
But yeah, I just think the character design. I know some people they look at Alear, but
yeah, you got your Colgate strand hair.
yeah, I like it. It's grown on me for
Yeah.
sure. Alright. Items. And I think it popped up like a tutorial message at some point. It was like, yeah, and if you just leave right away, we just give you everything that's on the map. If you don't want to go around
Yeah.
and pick it up, you don't have to.
Yeah. Stuff's just here if you want it, I guess.
Yeah.
If you would just talk to these random people here. Yeah, all armored up.
But yeah, they like had a thing in Three Houses where you camera you actually like see the map, kind of like it is now, and walk around in it when you're in battles. You can't do that in battles. This one, but after the fact, you can.
Yeah.
That's that's the fight, the fighting, which is classic Fire Emblem. So let's go back to the base, called Somniel, and do the meta.
Meta game. Now, can you not only engage in combat but engage in marital relations in Fire Emblem Engage?
It seems like no.
Okay.
Is I don't know. It was like kind of half-heartedly used in Fire Emblem 3 houses at the end, basically right before credits. You get married to whoever you get S rank with.
Right, and that's kind of it. Yeah, it seems
That's
like
it.
a little bit of a cop out.
Yeah, so it seems like they just kind of took it out since it doesn't have a major around it.
Yeah.
But if we go to our reports, this is like where relationship up. So you can see like no S rank, which would be married
Gotcha.
in pre,
Okay.
which is at the end.
Mm-hmm.
But so this is Somniel. So yeah, we can fast travel around. There's some good stuff here, and there's
Some
weird
not
stuff
some okay.
that we could close out on.
All right. I see the pool side. I don't know if it gets weird in that way.
The pool side is pretty normal. Although everyone
Okay.
has a bathing suit. Sometimes they'll
Yes. Yeah.
women in the
Yeah. I was just waiting for this game has like the hot spring moment in any anime where everyone's just like hanging out.
not exactly. Although there's
Yeah.
like twin characters. They were like playing in the pool. which I thought was
Okay.
so far pretty innocent.
Yeah.
But you got some activities you can do. So first, this guy.
I do notice the change in like very over the top anime looking ass armor to now she's just like, I don't know, I got some sweatpants on, like
Yeah, this
I'm
is
just hanging out.
one
So
of
it's good.
the alternative outfits for Aaliyah that I thought looked better. Like her casual clothes are just like basically her outfit, but without the armor plates on it. And I was like,
Right.
this is more chill. She's got the ponytail on. I like it. So we
Mhm.
can feed Sami, who's the guy. And
Oh hell yeah.
I just love how he looks at the sunglasses.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And
The bandana and everything.
yeah, I put the bow on his tail. Yeah, he poops out some bond fragments.
Yeah, he just poop out some crystals. Okay.
Yeah, and then pet him. What that is.
Excellent. Pretty much the same.
Basically the same thing, and I just mash the A button and I pet him. He looks happy.
Excellent. He's just like, yeah, hell yeah.
Then a long time after I stop hitting the A button, I stop petting
Yeah.
him. Then a long time after I hit back, he poops out some more.
Perfect. That is definitely the most meta game thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, so this is where
Nice.
those are his
Put on
eyes.
some
Normally.
Oh, God, nice.
He just looks so great with this.
Yeah,
Dark
the
shades.
sunglasses elevate him quite a bit for sure.
There's definitely like a breaking kayfabe of like you know, like
Yeah, she's got some t-shirt, you know.
it's like and
He's
like
got
you know,
she's got sweatpants on
Yeah,
here in this medieval
sweatpants.
adventure.
You
Yeah.
know, everyone else has kind of like a per character.
That dude's kind of just like a cop, which
I mean, he's a print.
yeah, okay, fair enough.
But like this guy who's played by Midoriya from My Hero Academia, and just looks like him. He's just like wearing like a jacket from Japan.
Yeah, he's just like got a jacket and some cargo shorts on.
Yeah, and like tennis shoes. Like excuse. Okay, so the facilities. I just got everything here. We got the item shop. We got the weapon shop.
Mhm.
They've kind of changed in a lot of Fire Emblem games. You can upgrade weapons, like refine them. In this, they made it a little bit different, where since weapons don't really have durability anymore, you kind of are expected to just bump them. So you can upgrade them to a point with materials you get, but then they'll, in these later levels, like transform into actual other types of weapons, which is kind of cool. I guess
interesting.
I can do this one. I do it against back or whatever. But I think that's kind of cool as well. Just like if you're gonna take away durability from weapons, like special, character,
Right.
you just upgrade that, which is also. But yeah, taking away durability is like, okay, well, what's the point of holding on to a weapon? What's the end goal?
Yeah, sort of essentially like evolve them,
Yeah.
which is like a thing you can also do with like the characters, right? Because you can like usually change like what their classes are. Is that still
Mhm.
a thing?
Yeah, after they hit
So like
level
that kind
10.
of that kind of makes sense then, because it's like a similar approach. I kind of like that.
Yeah, I like that too. I think that's cool. It goes well with the system, and then this is where you can apply like other visual out
Nice.
classes.
Yep, you can put the glasses. You can't put sunglasses on her though, unfortunately.
No sunglasses. At least not yet.
Not yet. At least, yeah.
Yeah.
Someday.
Someday. There's like a nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can you do like I know like the big thing in the past game was like you could do like lunches or like tea parties or whatever with
No tea party.
the characters in this or whatever, and you hang out with them and like ask them questions or whatever. That's not here.
No. No Professor Tea Party. Questionable relationships between our professors. You can make donations to the nations as you lock them, right? I've only been here in A. which is first one. By donating gold, you get a bunch of like modifiers for the things that you get from doing missions in that country. So, like, I'd get 3 times as many bond fragments stuff. And like skirmishes will have more experience. The grinding that which is
Oh, okay.
and apparently you'll be able to adopt pets. And the benefit of that is that they will, depending on what kind of pet it is, in your stable, it'll drop different items, steel or wool or something that you might need later. You can adopt different kinds of pets by, improving relationships.
Have you found your joy?
Yeah, like how everyone is haunted by whoever I paired them with.
Yeah. Like all these ghosts just hanging out.
Yeah. Everyone can see the ghosts.
It's like, hey, what up?
It's like they're people.
Some ghosts.
There was one part where you're like sleeping, and Alir's like, "Marth, I'm so glad that you were with me." He's like, "Yeah, I was there with you the whole time while you're sleeping for years." And I'm like,
"Oh,
weird to anybody else."
Yep.
You can do little mini games.
Yeah. They also have these like very hot, like advanced athletic wear. Yeah, I love like all these. Yeah.
But yeah, you can do squats or sit-ups or push-ups to
excellent.
Buff stats for an individual. I've not done this one. Lots are about rhythm. Follow the directions with left and right. Already lost me with the rhythm comment.
Here we go. Here we go.
Iron muscle difficulty.
Iron muscle.
What'll it be?
I guess I should. I'm obviously gonna train. Again, forgive me, everyone. It's so slow.
No, right. This is really intense. Some really intense squatting going on here.
She's just doing squats without me doing anything too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, she's just doing it. You're just not even.
Oh. I did bad there. I didn't know which direction.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, that's the whole time limit that you have to do.
Okay.
But you can see Sami will help you sometimes.
Perfect.
I had to do that one at a time. My brain couldn't process that one. But again, me doing all these squats means I'll have more HP for the next battle.
There you go.
Looking good.
This is like so not intimidating because of how slow it is.
Yeah, I know, right?
Brought it up. Triple S rank.
Triple S squats.
Sami. Get bond fragments.
Let's do this again sometime.
Okay. I think we're generally ready to get a little weird.
All right, let's see it.
So there's like one more serious thing, but then everything else. So one of the things that was like, hey, you can like your room. This is where, and this is like a magical sanctuary you can teleport to from anywhere, anytime.
Of course.
Broken. You can come to the bed and it's like you can take a nap and it'll change the time of day. When I first did this, it popped up a thing that's like special events will happen. Sleeping.
Sounds like someone's coming in.
And it said, "This is best to wear headphones with it." I'm like, what kind of weird sleep ASMR? And it's just like, as I'm sitting here with my headphones on, it's just like gently back of the head. And the thing is, anytime while they're like standing over you talking while you're sleeping, which is weird, you can hit a button to wake up suddenly and startled. Sparkles. I don't know what this.
What in the world?
And now he's just smiling.
He's just admiring you as you awake.
Yeah.
As he broke into your room.
Well, again, they keep telling me that they've been watching me sleep for 1,000 years. And that I wake up, so it's like not weird that they.
Yeah, it's totally normal now.
Maybe we gotta establish some new boundaries now that I'm awake.
Yeah, now that yeah.
I think we need to
What
reset
in
the rules.
What in the world? Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a weird. So the other thing is like the other kind of meta gamey mechanic. The ring chamber.
Ring chamber.
And so this is where you can like level up your bond rings, your emblem rings. You can see I have 3 out of the 12. And you can also create bond rings, which are different than the. But this is the inherent skills. So like, Alir has this relationship with Marth. So now I can spend skill points, which you just accumulate by having a ring on, doing stuff, to perma-learn abilities from. And some of them, like, obviously, like, Sword Agility 1, 2, and 3 are all pretty similar, so it behooves you. 1, some are just, like, passive, like, avoidance plus 20. Okay. And then there's always, like, a kind of couple of specials. Unyielding at start of player, if HP is 20% or less, restore 20% of HP. Which is, break defense. If unit attack breaks foe, unit makes an extra attack at 50% damage.
Yeah.
And they'll get these just from having the ring equipped, like the main ring, but you can permanently learn them so like you can distribute them throughout your troop stuff by
Got it.
spending skill. Each a ring.
Nice.
Makes sense, right? Like, Sigurd is a horseback ring or characters. His skills are going to be better for other characters.
Right.
So it's not too overwhelming. Then you have bond rings, which are like sub rings from each of the main ones that are actually like cool because, hey, was weird gachapon, like, no real money.
Yes, of course.
But they're all like characters from their games, and you get some classic art.
Okay.
And so with a bond ring, you get the characters that are wearing them. They'll get these stat benefits, which can be pretty big. Like speed +1 is like extra spare, which is a big deal. Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
And they'll get, so with this ring, whoever's wearing it will get bond points toward Marth. Start leveling up. Not wearing correctly. And, obviously they can upgrade up to platinum. Is in this. And then they'll also get passive skill point gain in the background. So that's kind of like the meta mechanic. Spend your points, get some extra bond rings, then like you can use the duplicates that you get to make higher tier ones, and then equip them to other units. They can all SP and but sitting here. It's polished.
That's what is polish rings?
I don't know.
Oh, is this gonna be like a Pokemon? Like your Oh God.
You take excellent care of the ring.
Look at how Alir is looking at. And I want you to look at the upper right corner where it says polish.
Polish firmly.
No need to focus there. It's already clean.
It's already clean.
Stop! Just stop touching it!
Stop polishing firmly.
This one.
Oof. And of course.
Looks filthy, don't you think?
Yeah. The way it is the way they are just looking at
They're
each other
looking
too.
at
It's
each other. It's
It's like the tension is unreal.
they're ghosts, Mike. I'm polishing ghost rings. Why is this so horny?
We know why it's so horny.
I
but
know it's
yes,
just so.
it is a lot.
So you can't pet people during tea time anymore, but you can polish rings and make
There you go.
weird
You can
sexual
polish
tension.
Yeah, finally.
And that's Fire Emblem
Fire
Engage.
Fire Emblem Engage. Boy, do I feel engaged after that.
My soulless anime eyes.
But yeah, it sounds cool. Like
Yeah.
I'll admittedly say it's maybe not for me as somebody trying to, like, if I were to be somebody who would want to finally get into the series, it maybe seems maybe not the one. If maybe I don't know, but from hearing you talk about it as somebody who's played a lot of these and like, oh, it's cool to hear. It is more like it's speaking more to you as like a fan of like the series at large.
Yeah. Like, the story is definitely really cheesy, but I think the voice acting is pretty good, and I think, like, there's a lot of different voices that you don't hear as much in game.
Mm-hmm.
It's wholesome, it's good vibes. It's not, like, cheesy and then unbearable. It's, like,
right,
helping each other and power friendship and good characters. And they've done fun stuff like, Alien, that character... she gets introduced before you meet her of like, oh yeah, it's my younger princess, and I was like, oh, here comes the hey big brother, like anime character.
It's like, oh boy,
and then you meet her and she's like this magic user, and then she activates this ring, starts teleporting to battle, and starts doing all this cool stuff. And doesn't act or sound like that, and it's like, oh cool, like they are at least not super tropey characters that they're leaning into.
They're trying to.
Yeah. But yeah, all the
tropey,
all
but
the
also
things,
still some tropiness.
Yeah, exactly. All the things that I like about classic Fire Emblem: good character designs, fun levels in combat, and a fun metagame, and the weapon triangle. It's all leading me to quite enjoy this. I'm engaged. Fire Emblem Engage.
Nice.
Yeah,
cool.
That's it for hanging out, Mike.
Yep. Yeah, thanks for showing it off, Alex.
Bye.
Bye.